feel real stupid because I thought I was streaming for the last hour and I wasn't. I was talking to the camera and everything like I thought I was streaming for the last hour. Don't even tell me. Wow. I really thought I was streaming for the last hour. Like I had my books out here. I even like muted myself when I had to go off camera. Like I, I don't even know what to say. I just did a whole bunch of stuff. Like I went on lulu.com. I was showing all these things, talking about all these things, and I wasn't even streaming at all that entire time. My mind is blown. Well, let's see if I could try to remember what I was saying. I actually don't want to be on camera anymore for the day, so I'm gonna turn my camera off and just be free. Which means I'm going to actually expand this so that it doesn't show. Okay, so that should be good. All right. So what I was talking about earlier. I wonder if I can make this. Oh. Move my head slightly, make it slightly bigger, and then do like this. Oh, that's better. Okay, so when I thought I was streaming all this time, I got this book in the mail, so I was really excited, and I'm going to use this as my template for what I want my next book to be. I'm going to be publishing my 100 words daily next year. I want to wait till I've got a couple hundred ready to go. So I'm deciding if I'm going to publish every 100 words, every 100 stories as they come together, every 150. Do I want to do 250 and then do the next 250 so I could do like a huge volume of like 500? Many options, but the one thing I do know that I'm going to do is I want to offer two options. So I've got his two of his three books that are like bestsellers. One is his hardcover 10th anniversary special edition, and the other one is a soft cover of Show Your Work. So my idea is this version I will make something similar to this, obviously not bound in this way because I don't know if I can or can't get it bound this way, we'll find out. But I want to do this, and I want to offer this on like Amazon, so anyone who comes across it can purchase it. It'll obviously be cheaper, etc. But then this version I want to do hardcover special edition where you can't find it on Amazon. I won't make it available on Amazon. You can only get it if you become a paid subscriber, and I'll probably do something like you have to be a paid subscriber for 6 months or a year in order to or an annual subscriber in order to get it, just because getting this printed is going to cost anywhere from 15 to $25 per book for me to get it printed. So if it's going to cost that, and to become a paid subscriber costs $5 a month, I'm going to be spending more than I'm making. So I can't do it if you've only been a paid subscriber for 1 month. But if you're an annual subscriber, then yes, I can guarantee that you will get this. And the other thing is, I want to be able to do it every time I release one. So I won't just do one special edition. I'll do several special editions so that when you put them on your shelf, you'll have, I love being able to put something on my shelf and have like the cool binding, book one, book two, whatever the case may be with those collections. So, if I'm doing, let's say, two of these a year, that's going to come out to $40-$50, not including like shipping to, to the subscriber. So I need that subscriber to at least be, no offense, forking over enough for that, and then a little extra for me to be, actually earning something from making these and quote unquote giving them away. But anyway, I was working on that when I thought I was streaming. So I already have the sizes. I already know where I'm going to do them. So I'm going to do the special edition hardcover through lulu.com, and then I'm going to do the paperback version through Ingram Spark, just because I looked and I don't think Amazon has the dimensions that I need. I think they only have like 8x8, and they don't have anything smaller that would be a perfect square, and that would irk me. So I'm probably going to do through Ingram Spark, and I don't know if Ingram connects to Amazon, so there might be an issue there where people will be able to purchase it but not through Amazon. I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get there next summer. I'm not going to worry about it till next summer. So if I do the math on a calculator I don't have in front of me, actually, no, I don't need a calendar. What I need is actually, let's do from May. So I started doing this on May 1st, and then let's say I go all the way to that would be almost 400. So that's why I said if I wanted to do like 200 and bind them every 200 days, that would be an idea. Another idea I had, okay, so if I did to the end of the year, I should ideally have 244, which puts me in mind to my 250 idea, to possibly going right into the new year have a collection that's 250 100-word stories. Is that too many to have in a collection? I mean, I feel like these are so many questions that I have to think about. And maybe I should ask some people what they think. So let's do that. Let us ask some people. Is this thing guessing what I'm about to say? It is guessing what I'm about to type. That's kind of wild. Oh my god. Okay. Was about $13 versus, I'm gonna guess 250 pages because I did 200 pages, so I'm gonna guess 250 is gonna be about 25, because 200 I think was somewhere like in the $20 region. And I know I have this thing open, so let's see. Paid subscribers is 5 month. I feel like I would need to make this $10 a month. No offense to anyone, but. And then for the annual, I would probably make it 100, because otherwise I would be losing handle with it. So let's not do that. Personally speaking, I don't want to do that. June 15th, that's in a couple days. I need to really edit that and make sure that that's what I want to have go out in 2 days or not, because I honestly don't know yet. I think I might swap it and hold on to it. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to unschedule this publishing because I'm a little nervous about having it go out right about now. I don't think it's ready, or I'm ready, honestly. So let's do that. Let's go to my settings now. Let's go to payments. Yeah, see, this is unfortunately too low. And then founding member, if someone wants to be. And I will save all of that. So I'm going to move these down because I think okay. I thought I saved. Okay. Jeez. These books are going to have to be looking slamming for this to even go over, because really make what I'm trying to do a viable thing. Because it's probably going to cost me at least $50 a year to send it to someone. And if someone's only giving me, 5 times 12 is 60, then I'm only netting $10. And I'm not even taking into account the formatting of the book and InDesign, all the prep work, the cover, like all of that stuff. That's time and money. So I think $10 a month is the way to go. And not to mention, for $10 a month, you get every day a story. So I think, or I don't think I'm asking for too much. Something else I want to do as I make these preparations is check out the headers and footers here. Okay, I want to do this as well with that. Alright, I want to see what this is going to look like, because it's always confusing to me. I feel like they should be getting this one, but I never know. Okay. Let me check if that's the case. Looks like the amounts. What are you talking about? Okay, hold on one second. I need to switch gears here. Okay, you're saying the amounts changed from what's in. Oh, copy. Let's see what you're talking about, dude. Ooh, why did I do it like that? Per email from Bobby on February 3rd. So that wasn't saved. Let me check here. February 3rd. Yep. But then, how did I do it last month? Didn't I do this last month? Alright, hold on. Oh my god, this is like a nightmare on Elm Street here. Like, why are you telling me? How is this? Wait. Sent. BA Sports Billing. Wonderful. Okay, I'll have to wait for that to come in. Oh, jeez, Lou. Okay. Hopefully I get that so that I can do my job. Oh, sweet. Like, you didn't ask for it last month, and now you're asking for it this month, and you should have asked for it last month. Excellent. So mad. Well, I don't need to stay here in order for that to take place, so let me come back over here and do what I was doing before I was so rudely interrupted. That's weird. Let's go out and come back in. No, it's still looking like that. I think Discord is freaking out today. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to listen to some music in the ear while I work. I'll listen with my AirPods. Ooh, yeah. This allows me freedom of movement. Okay, so I changed the footer. Oh yeah, I was checking my email to see that it came through. You have nothing to say to me because you shouldn't even be asking me. quite honestly. Okay, let's come over here. So let's see. So public post, email to free subscribers. Looks like this. That's what I wanted to see. So that's what everyone's gonna see. And then the rest of them I don't care. Paywall post, public post, email to paid subscribers. I really don't care. Because nothing I do is ever going to be paywalled. So, and then free preview of founding only, free preview of paywalled, post. Yeah, none of those are relevant to me. Just the first one was relevant. Ooh. Okay. Let's open Scrivener since I seem to be a bit all over the place. So my next one is Justice, Count of Monte Cristo. Let's open up that image, shall we? I want to move this whole folder here over to the cloud so that we can always have access to it. I'm trying to do better about doing stuff like that, so I'm gonna put it over here where it will do some good. Okay. And while I'm here, let's open up. Yeah, I just yesterday downloaded this, which is going to give me basically the guidebook and everything right here in PDF form. Oh, why can't you see what I'm doing? My thing froze. Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, so this gives me like the book that I have and everything in PDF form, so that way I don't have to and now my music just stopped. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, I seem to be dropping frames like crazy. Whoa, do I have too many things open? Okay. Oh, sweet. So now I need to go save this in the folder. Alright, hold on 1 second. I gotta go do something now. Why does this never open on this window? Like, seriously. I bet you that's what makes it freeze, so I'll have to check and see if the thing froze again. All I did was click create a folder. Yay. It says he CC'd me February 3rd at 10:50. Why do I not have it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I did have it all this time. It's for what? SBA. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see if my thing froze again. As it probably did. Yep, it did. I don't blame it. Okay. So yeah, so here are all the cards and everything like that. I did want to go back and update the terrible internet happening right now. Hopefully it'll be. Yep, that's what I did. So I want the boosters. There are two additional lover cards from the booster pack that I want to. That I thought I had cut out, but it turns out I had not. So. And there was an additional magician. We haven't gotten to these last three cards, just the first three, so I want to make note of that. But first, in order to do that, I need to see what the dimensions are of these cards. I think 655 by 1129. Did I do it that way or by inches? Let me leave that open just so that I can. Oh, no. Wait, what am I doing? How did I do this? Did I take a screenshot? I might have taken a screenshot. And then this is a real janky way of doing it, but sometimes jank is all I got. So let's quit this now. Let's bring this over here. Let's zoom out a bit. Alright, so now I get to do this part, which is where I attempt to cut out the card. In a way that's not too intrusive. That looks about alright. Okay, so that would be the card. And then how am I saving these? Okay, do 0, 1. I'm gonna do the magician alt. I'm gonna save it. Over in the OneDrive. Just so I don't have to look for it. And then I'm gonna write my story. I did not forget. I'm gonna save it in the PNG folder, obviously. Okay, so there's that one. So now let's do the next one, which is basically just me doing this. Okay, that's gonna take a long time. That looks about right. Hey, Silent Willow. What is up? VI. Oh no, wait. Is this 7? Oh, I'm terrible with the lovers. Is Alt. This is Alt 1, and then there's going to be Alt 2. Here and move it over to this one. I might as well do them all while I'm here so I don't have to think about coming back. I'm working actually on my hardcover special edition. I'm very excited about it. I won't be using these images for it. These are actually just for my story. These are the inspiration images, you could say, that I'm using. Okay, so that's been moved. I just forgot, these are like booster pack cards that I forgot to cut out when I did my other ones. So I'm just doing them now so that I don't have to remember to do that when it's time. Okay. And then once I've done this, then I'm going to write my next story, and then I'm going to open InDesign and do that for the next like hour before I have to head downstairs for dinner. I can't believe how fast time just flew by. It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna come down here now. Hopefully you're still able to see what I'm doing, because my thing keeps freezing, unfortunately. I was dropping frames earlier and I seem to be, so if you don't hear me or anything, just let me know, because I know I'm dropping frames, unfortunately. 17. I see you're there, but you haven't said anything since you've said hey, so I don't know if you can hear me or not, if I'm coming through at all, or if I'm just dropping frames like crazy and nothing's happening, which is also very possible. Very, very possible. Oh, I didn't put Alt for the title. Sorry. Okay, now we can move it. Like, why isn't that working? Whew. so that's all of them. So I will quit that now. So now let's look at the justice card and see what story we're going to be writing today. Move this over so we can see it. So the Count of Monte Cristo. So, oh, you know what I just noticed in the reflection? That he's holding a gun, and then in the illustration he's got the what do you call it, the scales of justice, you could say, and then there's the person peeking through the window. Like I don't think I ever really paid attention and noticed these things like that were put in there intentionally. Hello, hello, hello. I'm about to write 100 words for the day that are based on justice, which is always good. Yeah, this is the Master MX Logitech whatever thing. It's so heavy. It weighs so much. I have to, like, you see how heavy it is when I my brother graciously got me both the MX mouse and the keyboard for Christmas 2 years ago, I want to say. So yeah, I'm going to continue to use it for the rest of the year, but my thought process, because I'm using a Mac Mini, is that I may update or upgrade and get the Apple mouse, um, at least the Apple trackpad and the Apple keyboard, which has Touch ID, so that way I can like unlock my computer um, with my keyboard and stop having to type in my password. It's so annoying that I have to do that to sign in when it goes to sleep. It drives me nuts. So just the added convenience of that, and I miss having my trackpad. I used to have my trackpad, or Magic Track, whatever the heck it was called. I used to have it, and I don't know where it is now, but when I reconfigured my desk, it like is gone now. So I don't, and I'm so used to having it right here to use to like zoom in and zoom out and all these things, and not having it to do that is annoying. This has like track on it. It has this tracking here on the left down here, and it has this tracking up here. It's got a bunch of buttons which I don't use, and I don't program. Like I'm not that high tech to do all the shortcut stuff that these things can do. It's like, so I don't need all of that jazz. But I know it's like the leading leader of keyboard mouse combo is Logitech, so I figured I would never spend this kind of money on myself normally. So I asked my brother to get it for me for Christmas, and he did. I was shocked that he got me both. I thought he would get me one or the other, and he ended up surprising me with both the keyboard and the mouse. And so I've been using it because, why not? I've been getting a lot of it. They are very dirty though. So hopefully you can't see just how dirty these are. They really need a good like wipe down. There's so much dust and I don't even know what on the underside of them. It's a hot mess. Also, while I love this pad that my mother-in-law got me, it fits almost the length of my desk. It covers it. I would say it covers 95% of my desk, just the very edges around the back and the left and the right. You can see the white desk. I got it because I have a white desk. It gets dirty, so I hate that this thing gets dirty, and I'm trying to find, I think I might get something that's half of this so that it'll be easier for me to take off and clean it properly and then lay it back on. Right now it's covered from edge to edge, so in order for me to completely like take this out off of my desk and do a really good wipe of it, I would have to remove like 50 things that are currently sitting on it. Like this is on it, this is on it, I've got this here, I've got this, I've got my work laptop, I've got my Mac Mini, like all of these things. It's a lot. So I've just been kind of wiped. Like I'll sometimes do this if I see something and I try to like get it, but my desk is cluttered with stuff. I've got like books over here that really should not even be here. Like this is what I was working on. So Silent Willow, just to show you the special edition that I'm working on, and I'm gonna open InDesign just to remind myself that that's what I'm gonna work on for the remainder of the day after I write the story. I have to redo it now because I'm using this template. I just decided what dimensions I'm going to actually use. So let's shrink this so that it all fits in the screen. You know how much I love InDesign. So I will be using InDesign later. This is also the list. It's something that I started a couple days ago, maybe 5 days ago. And it's essentially Substack fiction writers. So if you write fiction and you're on Substack, I'm trying to create a master list, which is going to have I didn't mean for that to show up on that window. Whoa. Okay. But anyway, my thought is this one. So I'm gonna do a version of my book that will be these dimensions, which is gonna be a perfect square. Both of them are gonna be, they're both perfect squares, but soft cover is what I'm gonna do for one version. And this one will be the one that you can basically buy online. I don't know where it's gonna be made available online. I want to say Amazon, but I'm gonna be using Ingram Spark for the first time ever to print this book and put it for sale on different websites like Barnes and Noble, and I don't know if Amazon is one of those retailers that Ingram Spark will communicate with. No idea. But I'm then going to do the same version but as hardcover like this, and this is going to be a special edition that I will only make available to my paid email list subscribers, and they will get this. I will mail it to them because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this, and this I'm going to create through lulu.com, which is a different service, and I'm going to create it in not exactly these dimensions but pretty close. This is 7.25 inches. The one that I can make through lulu.com is 7.5, so it's a whole quarter inch bigger around, but it'll be a perfect square, and is going to contain my 100 word stories in it. I haven't decided if I'm going to do every 100 stories, every 200, or every 250. Um, I don't know why I left 150 out, but I think I'm either going to do 100, 200, or 250 to be put in a book. It'll be available only this way for like public, or I'm calling it commercial print. The commercial print will be in soft cover. The only way to get this version, because I'm going to create it in lulu.com, and then what I'll do is I will order X number of copies of it and have it here, and then when I get like paid subscribers, they will receive this version of my book. But what I'm gonna do is, if you're a monthly subscriber, you have to be subscribed at least 6 months before you get the book. And the only way you will get it like right away, if I already have it printed, is if you are an annual or founding member. If you're a founding member annual, because of the cost, I already like did a preliminary calculation on how much it would cost for me to get this printed via lulu.com, if it's 100 pages versus 200 pages, with different like cream paper versus white paper versus matte versus glossy versus like all the different options. And it would cost about 15 pages or $15 for me to print this if it's 100 pages, and about $25 if it's over 200 pages. So that's pretty costly, and I'm looking to do this at least twice a year starting next year. And so, you know, for one person to send them two of these books in 1 year within the US, mind you, it would be about $50. So if I want to make any sort of profit from that, any sort of real profit, especially since, because I'm purchasing these as author copies, that means I'm not actually making anything off of it. This one is the one where I would be making very little, because this is going to be like you purchase it and then I'm going to get like 30% or whatever the hell the percentage is. I'll have to look it up for paperback. But with this one, like, I'm buying it outright ahead of time and I'm shipping it to you. So anything I make off of this will be whatever is left over from what you've given me. So essentially, in order for me to make anything, if it's going to be $50, I'm making it so that an annual subscription, if you pay 1 year upfront, it's 100. If you pay founding member, it's 150. Or if you do monthly, it's $10 a month. And you don't just get this though, like, you know, $10 a month, and you're getting a story every single day. But anyway, what this is I decided to just make a list of, as comprehensive as possible, of every single fiction writer. Whether you write nonfiction or not is irrelevant. It's just you have to write fiction. If you write fiction with any frequency at all, or even if you're not yet, but you will be within the year, then you are on this list. And so far my list is at 179, which is not bad. I was hoping to get past 200 today, but I've been a little busy. But so far I've found, these are people that I've either been told about or that I've done my due diligence and looked up myself within Substack. But there is, by my count so far, at least 179 different, and I'm not even on this list. So really 180 if I added myself to this list, but I am not on this list. So yeah, isn't that crazy? And they are all like active in terms of either they're writing something every day, every week, several times a week, once a month, couple times a month. The frequency varies. The type of story that they're doing varies. Some of them are doing a serial story. Some of them are just doing short stories. Some of them are doing poetry. I even have comic illustrators on here. So if they're doing a comic book or cartoons are on here. Some of the cartoon people are amazing. Like, those are my favorites so far, because to me that's storytelling, because you're telling a story via, you know, illustrations. But anyway, so I always have my Notion page up just because I'm always adding a new person every now and again. So I was working on this earlier when I thought I was streaming. Funny story, I thought I was streaming way earlier, and I was talking to myself, it turns out, for almost an hour before I realized I actually wasn't streaming. So really, my timer should say that I've been streaming for 2 hours, but it only says I've been streaming for an hour because I was talking to myself for nearly an hour as if I thought I hit the like start streaming button, and it turns out I didn't. But yeah, so I've been working on, what I did was, because I suggest, and it's so funny that this book is called Steal Like an Artist, because it's basically my blueprint for how I do what I do. If you find a book on your shelf and you want your book to look like that book, steal like an artist. Go to Amazon, which is what I did. Look up the book, which is what I did. And scroll down to the description of the book and see what the dimensions are for that book. And then that way you can make your book look exactly like that one. If you want it to look exactly like it does on the inside, again, steal like an artist. Open the damn book. Find some books. I find like 8 out of 10 books that I look up, if you look at the copyright, it will tell you, because they licensed it, so it will tell you the font that they used. It will tell you the font size that they used. So use it. If it's one that's accessible and you have access to be able to use that font so you can make your book look exactly like their book, steal like an artist and copy it as best as you can within the formatting of the way that they formatted it, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this, and I'm not going to do it exactly because he does, he's known for taking actual pieces of literature, whether it's from a newspaper or a magazine. Usually it's from a newspaper, and what he does is he does a lot of hand drawings. This is Austin Kleon, by the way. But one of the things he's most known for, and now I can't find any example of it. Why can't I find? Oh yeah. So a lot of what he does is like this, where I forget what it's called. There's an actual name for it, but he basically takes a book, newspaper, whatever, and he blacks out most of it, and then the words he leaves visible will mean something or say something. Like, make sure how much sleep you get, no money, put the time in. Like each little box says something that is poetic in nature. I forget what it's called. There's a word for it. He's not the only one who does that, but he does it the most, and he's made these amazing books, etc. So anyway, so that's what I've been working on, and so what I need to do with this now is reshape the entire book, because now I'm doing it differently. I'm not doing 5 by 8. I'm doing, what am I doing? The special edition is going to be 7.5 by 7.5. So that's probably the one I'm going to work on the most. 7.5 by 7.5. So now this is what it will look like. And then where's my zooming? See, this is why I want to have. Okay, so that's better. So now I'm going to be dealing with the book as a square, a perfect square. So what I'll do is I'm going to go one at a time with each story, and I'm debating whether or not I want to do any of this handwritten or use a font that looks handwritten versus not. But what I want to do is basically like pick the perfect type of font and then make each story itself a perfect square. So if I did 5 by 5, let's do that. So that's, actually, you know what, if I do it the shape of the box and then go back in, that's what I should do. So let's do the shape of the box, which is 6.5 by 6.5, and then I'm going to shift click, so that way I can make it, boom, perfect 5 by 5, and put it in the middle like that. And then what I would do is something like this, I would obviously make some tweaks. Like I don't like hyphens, so I would take hyphens out. Um, or maybe I do like hyphens and I'll leave the hyphens in. But um, so I'm thinking something like this, where on this side of the page would be the story, and then on the left side would be, I don't know, like something I hand draw, something I hand write, whatever the case may be. But then the story would be on the right hand side for each page. So, um, yeah, and I'm not married to any font yet, so I need to pick out the perfect font, the perfect everything, do the cover, and I'm gonna give myself about a year to do it because I don't plan on releasing my first special edition until next year, so I have plenty of time to do it. But this is visually what I envisioned. I envisioned a book like this versus a traditional, like, 5 by 8 or 6 by 9 novel, because that's not what this is. It's a collection of short 100 word stories. So I feel like because of the uniqueness of the content, it deserves a different vessel to be expressed in. Um, I've even toyed with handwriting the stories myself on a, like, maybe an index card or a square piece of paper, and then scanning that and then having that be uh, on the right hand side instead of it being typed, and then having something typed on the left and my handwriting on the right. I don't know if my handwriting is neat enough, or maybe I'll find a font that looks like handwriting, um, so that it looks like I hand wrote it, but I didn't. There's so many options that I have to choose, and I have to be okay with it because I want it to be uniform throughout every collection that I put together. So I don't want to pick something and then be like, oh my god, I hate it, and then on, like, collection number 2 I change it. That's not gonna fly. Um, oh, I see why it's like that. Hold on. It's because I made the image so big. Okay, that's better. So, and I think what I'm gonna do is come up with different options, and then I'm gonna have my free subscribers help me put this book together, which will be a great way for me to, quote unquote, uh, like advertise that it's coming and let people know what I'm working on, and let them feel like they're being a part of it. And then when I be like, okay, if you want the special edition hardcover, you got to be a paid subscriber, or you can just buy the non-special edition version in paperback and blah 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 blah. They won't be surprised by it because I will be, like, you know having them come along with me along the way. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to shake, rattle, and roll. Oh, what's happening now? Oh, jeez, hold on. I need to check something right now. Um. You for real? Oh, thank you, goodness. Oh, I just got paid money I wasn't expecting. Hello. My wife is about to order something. I just gotta make sure she has everything she needs from me. So how have you been, Silent Willow? I don't know if you're still there or not. Or did I lose you? Oh, you know what? That's the wrong website. Sorry. Oh, it's fonts plural. I did font singular. What was I thinking? Okay. So I'm gonna find the perfect font right now because I'm thinking about it. I want cursive. Is that what you would call it? Would that be too much? That might be too much. I also have always liked classic comic style. Okay, I need to get rid of this information. Hold on a second. I had a feeling. Alright, what are we thinking with these fonts? What are we thinking? Personally, I like them. Let me do classic. I can't remember if doing the heart means I get access to it. Oh no, I have to come in here and click that. Okay, so that's now active. Let's go back to what we were looking at. So I like that one. This one might be a bit too brash. That was fast. Red's a good one. Whew. she certainly did just buy that. He certainly did. Because it is out of my account now. Very clean is not like cool enough. Calligraphy is too much. There's also marker. I should be writing these down. I don't want to try too many different options and then I go crazy. But I like this one. This one's kind of neat. Might be too neat, but you don't know till you look at it, right? I think I don't want to go past the first page, but then, you know, you catch something like this and you're like, oh, that looks nice. Felt tip woman. What was that one that I just did? Okay, let's go back to page one because, like I said, I don't want to go too far off the beaten path here. So I did carrot flower. Was that the only one I did here? No, I thought I did another one, but maybe not. let's try out the ones that I just did, and let's not go too cray cray. Let's not go too cray cray. I don't know how quickly they appear here. Just need to get where to go, where to go, where to go. Classic comic. Okay, so classic comic is here. I think this is not going to work out now that I'm looking at it. I mean, it's good. There's nothing really wrong with it. But let's try the other ones because I think I'm going to like those a bit better. Let's try felt tip. Oh, it's not here yet. Let's see if carrot is here. This wouldn't work. I mean, that might be a bit much. What's the view on this? Let's do 100% so we can get an idea for this one, right? I don't think that's good. Now that I'm looking at it, why is this one not here yet? Did I not get that one? I thought I did. Maybe that's not what it was called. Hold on, let me. It would have been page 2. Yeah, right here. Hello. Okay, let's check again. I'm gonna try to go out and come back in. Yes, you can save it. Okay, I'm very confused as to why this thing is not showing up here. Yeah, Feltro is here. Duper, let's try Duper. Let's see if Duper is here. duper's not here either. I don't know what is going on. Let's see. I will tell you right now. It would have been, let's see. So he's checking to find out why he didn't ask me last month, but he's asking me this month. Not my problem, dude. You just got caught because you're about to be like, see, this is why they always mess up. No, that was on you. Alright, I really don't know why I'm not getting it to sync. I am going to try opening Photoshop and see what that shows me. In the fonts department. I'm also going to move this window over here so you can see what I'm doing, and it's not a mystery to anyone. Yeah, it's not here either. Alright, I'm going to uncheck. And then I'm going to recheck it. You don't gotta tell me, Silent Willow. I've had days like that. I was just saying how earlier I thought I was streaming for a whole hour before I realized that I actually was not streaming, and I never hit the start stream. So for the first hour of this stream, I was literally talking to myself. I even had to go off camera to do something, so I actually turned my camera off, muted myself, did the thing, like did an entire hour, and then I don't know what made me look over, and I noticed like, oh, I'm not streaming actually, so I'm talking to myself. So totally get it. Right now I'm trying to figure out why my fonts aren't syncing. The first font that I did, because I'm testing out fonts right now for my book, which you probably didn't even hear me talking about, but I was mentioning how I'm going to be making publishing a couple of books next year, and I'm going to use these two styles where they're both perfect squares. And so what my idea is, the hardcover will be paid subscribers only will get the hardcover. So I'm going to actually create this and print this and have it shipped to me, and then my paid subscribers, I will mail them a copy that I will then personalize and sign and mail. And then I'm going to make a soft covered version of the hardcover special edition, and this is the one where it's going to be available to purchase like online. But if you want the hardcover special edition, you have to be a paid newsletter subscriber. So I was just doing all the research about like what size I could get and from which location. So unfortunately, Amazon does not have the location or the trim size in either one, hardcover or soft cover for perfect square, which I find surprising. So I'm actually going to be doing the soft cover through Ingram Spark and the hardcover special edition through lulu.com, and then go from there. So what I've been working on is basically what the format. So here's the perfect square, and I've just been trying to find the right font, but for some reason the fonts are not syncing. Um, yeah, they're still not syncing. I don't know why, because two of them did. I did classic and I did carrot, and they both synced just fine, but for whatever reason, so anyway, I'm trying to get my fonts to sync because I don't understand what is happening. I do, but I only allow I don't like get random messages on Discord, but yes, of course I have Discord. Let me try to add these again if I can remember where I got them from. Hmm, hmm, hmm. No, I think they were marker. Were they marker? They might have been marker. Why am I seeing these weird things here now? Oh my god. Just update the freaking thing, dude. Like, what the F? Oh, okay. It looks like they are updating now. Jeez, that took a long time. Okay, so let's see if I can now see them here. So let's try duper. Okay, so here's duper. Oh no, that's not what I thought. Okay, definitely not. Oh no, no, no. This one, maybe. That kind of looks like someone's handwriting who writes in all caps. Um, have fun. I will be here doing this thing. Auto is 22. Can I try something a little bit closer together? That might be too close together, might not, but I still like it. Let's go, now it's 25. Let's do the spacing a bit more. I kind of dig this one versus the comic one. I think I'm down to those two. I don't want to give myself too many options. I think carrot flower is out, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just check with the carrot flower one more time. Yeah, no. So it's gonna be down to classic comic, which I'm starting to think no, because that then does look too much like a comic. So let's go with felt tip woman. Regular, like that. I think that was good. It's just a matter of now if it's really legible. I feel like there's some issues with the way the spacing is happening here. And I think it has to do with this. If I could do it that way. Because right now I had it like this, and I feel like that's making some of the lines a bit too close together. But if I do it like this, there's better space between each word. But then I need it all to fit. So let's do like size 22. And if I do this auto, like that. Optical versus metrics. Let's just leave it as metrics because that's what it seems to like to do. I think that works. Now the question is going to be if I want, so font option is going to be, it's not even an option now. This is the one, felt tip woman. I will probably want to get a bit more options, but for right now, I am digging the way this looks. And what I want to also do, if I can find it, where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. I like the way the lowercase looks, but there's something wrong here, and I think it's under, where is it under? I think it's under type. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do sentence case. Okay, except all the I is not capitalized. That would kill me. Okay, all the I's have it. There we go. Oh no, wait. them all, but I didn't. Okay, now I think I caught all the eyes. So this is, so I like this. To me, this looks like handwriting. This looks great. This looks perfect. Um, so I think we're going to keep this one. I don't care, dude. Just update my freaking badge. Is it updated? Honestly. Alright, so I'm going to sign off here, but I'm going to actually do a bit more of these pages so that I can see like what this is going to look like, and try to come up with ideas on what I could put on the left page, because the page on the right is going to be like that. And then if I want to have any headers or anything like that, or if I just want it to be the story without anything that's going to distract from it, that makes it seem like it's something that needs to be read in any particular order, because it really isn't. So I think I might even take out the fact that it says June here, just because I don't want to give the wrong impression. I really like how this looks like I hand wrote it. That is just, I think I found like really the best font I could have been looking for at the moment. Um, so I'm happy with that. So anyway, I'm gonna go now and prepare to end my day. But I streamed for almost 2 hours, not too bad. I'm gonna write my 100-word story off stream, unfortunately. But I'm going to write that, get that out here into the world, and the only time I could really work on InDesign is on this computer. I could work on it on my laptop, but they only allow you to have this license on 2 computers at any given time, and so my wife has one, and so I try to flip-flop so that and I'm trying not to flip-flop like that, where I constantly log one out to log the other one in. So I'm trying to make it so that anytime I use Adobe, I'm only using it when I'm sitting at my desk. If I'm on my laptop, I have to do everything else but Adobe work. So I'm going to try to do as much Adobe stuff as I can while I'm here, because I won't be able to do any more until tomorrow when I have the time. But in the meantime and in between time, everyone have a lovely rest of your morning, and I will catch you guys next time I'm streaming, which will hopefully could be tomorrow, maybe not. I have no idea. I'm still not at a place at my job where I feel like I can have a set schedule yet, unfortunately, but we'll see what we can do. Peace.